A mechanic I spoke to said, if you take a penny and place it in the rib of your tire, if Abe's head is covered, your tires are good to go. The average family wastes about a third of the food that it buys. Add that up, and it's just under $2,000 a year. You might have noticed gas prices going down. Experts say it's because summer travel is over. It's peak strawberry season, but with recent lack of rain and much of the state in an extreme drought, local farmers are working overtime to get the perfect pig. New data shows that 91% of speeding-related deaths happen on non-interstate roads just like this one. A major plan is underway to shape the future of Kernersville. Leaders say businesses and people are flocking to the town, and it's looking at its future. Senior planner Brad Renz says the town is working to update its comprehensive plan. The plan includes everything from transportation and land use to affordable housing and economic development. The town is working with residents to host open house events and provide online surveys to give locals the chance to weigh in.
The purpose of this being community driven is that we want community buy-in in this plan. We want it to be a plan that's kind of done by the town, if you will, facilitated by the town, but community driven with community input. Because in the end, it's really the community's plan that they want to see implemented by the town over the next 10 to 20 years.
Brooke Cashin is a realtor and business owner in town. Cashin says that she's seen firsthand how the town has changed and why it's time to plan for even more.
Growth in Forsyth County alone between 2010 and 2023 has been over 14%. So that is huge, and what we have right now is actually a major housing shortage.
The town of Kernersville is hosting a community feedback event at its upcoming Juneteenth celebration. Here's a look at a timeline for the comprehensive plan. Right now, the town is looking at current conditions and getting community feedback with hopes of making recommendations around winter of this year going into spring of 2026. Cheers erupted this morning as Charles McNair walked out of Randolph Correctional Facility towards his new life. Now 63 years old, McNair is thankful to be a free man. Charles McNair walked out of Randolph Correctional Center a free man at 9:32 Monday morning. Imprisoned at just 16 years old, McNair spent the last 46 years behind bars after pleading guilty to the second-degree rape of a 56-year-old woman in Davidson County. He has maintained his innocence since, saying he and the woman had a consensual relationship. According to McNair's attorney, Jamie Lau, the Lexington Police Department had no physical evidence that a rape occurred, and the conviction was based on hearsay.
Disproportionately, the people who are impacted by the nature of sentences that Charles received are people of color.
Friends and family were here to greet and take McNair home this morning. He is now out on parole. It's not clear what those conditions are, but we do know that they follow state guidelines. Live in Randolph County, I'm Nina Howard, WFMY News 2. A green bag filled with a simple gesture is giving families their dignity and working as a middleman to keep their local food pantries filled. Local nonprofit A Simple Gesture has collected over 300 pounds of non-perishable foods, but potential federal cuts to SNAP benefits is causing the most generous giver to now have the greatest need. The local nonprofit says it has seen a 40% increase in families visiting their local pantries. Leslie Lloyd is the president of A Simple Gesture, who says they and their partners are feeling the pressure of supplying fresh food for these families.
We expect if more cuts come to SNAP and WIC, that those numbers will skyrocket. So the most vulnerable people are back in the pantries, which is a kind of a 1-2 hit because we're getting fewer donations and then also needing more food on the other side.
Now that school is out, A Simple Gesture is asking for simple items for kids to make at home like peanut butter and Chef Boyardee. We'll have all that information on our website, WFMYnews2.com. Live in Greensboro, I'm Nina Howard. This is the Canary Cottage. For Black History Month, the Charlotte Hawkins Brown Museum is hosting tours called The Lives That Shaped the Canary Cottage. The home was built in 1925 for Dr. Charlotte Hawkins Brown as her personal home, where she would host community events for students and Black dignitaries during the Jim Crow and Civil Rights era. The preserved home sits on the Palmer Memorial Institute campus, once a hub for over 1,000 Black students who were taught workforce skills, including agricultural, industrial, and domestic skills, serving as a place to grow Black excellence. The school then grew in core academics, teaching high-level math, sciences, and performing arts.
That agricultural and that work ethic were always still a part of the curriculum here at Palmer Memorial Institute, but the social graces are now being more integrated, where Dr. Brown is making the students practice etiquette during dinner time, making sure that students know how to have those elevated conversations in different situations, making sure that they also know how to manage a home, just like this one over on the other side of the school, and are gaining more skills that they're going to be able to use in the workforce later.
There is one more tour scheduled for this month, February 28th. If you're not able to make it this month, there are several other tours scheduled for the month of March for Women's History Month. Live in Sedalia, I'm Nina Howard, WFMY News 2.